What's up, Internet? You're here with Reinhard from DBP Detailing. Today we have a showroom. It's an old guy, well, an older gentleman, let me rather say that. They were actually on their way they live in Australia, and they came to come visit a couple of family members just before lockdown happened, and they're still stuck here, so they haven't been able to get back home. So eventually the guy decided he needs to buy a car, and this is all he could afford. So yeah, let me bring you in a little bit closer. So he's not here for anything spectacular. I'm just going to do like a little bit of touch-ups here and there, because this is one of those clear-cut cases again where the dealership kind of did this guy in. So if you can see over there, it's a very dull spot. So the client was here a couple of days ago, so I could have a look at what exactly is going on. So this piece was also very bad. This is actually the actual test spot that I used, because the client was explaining to me that there's all these dull spots around. Let me show you on the door, it's more apparent over there. So under that handle, and then all the way down. So this actually looks like it might be wet still, like dirt, but it really isn't. It doesn't come off. This car has been washed, and that's there. So I was explaining to the client that I'm not sure if that is the clear coat, if it's under the clear coat, if it's paint, whatever the case might be. So he brought the vehicle through, I did the test spot and realized that there's absolutely no clear coat on this car anymore. So the moment I touch any of these panels with a polisher, all the paint comes off. So I did tell him we'll need to, so I'm just doing the spots that are very bad, and then I'm going to put some ceramic protection on, but just spray on ceramic protection, and then the client needs to come back every 6 months or so. So I can just add another layer. But you can see the whole bonnet is horrendous. And if you listen to the overspray, it's really bad. So if I go to the piece that I have done, it's pretty rough. Okay, so that's why the car's here. I'm going to fix the bonnet, and then the panels on the door, well, the two doors, and then put some protection.
Back from the dead.
Okay, so I thought I'd bring you in a bit closer to try and understand what's going on here, if I can get it recorded on the camera. So obviously you can see this dead spot here, very dull spot. So with the naked eye, you can actually see that is sanding marks of where they put paint in here, touched it up, and then sanded everything down. But they never put clear coat back. And that's also, they didn't try to refine the sanding marks or whatsoever. So yeah, just as a better idea of what we're looking at here. I know the light angles is difficult on a silver car, but you can see there's absolutely no clarity. It's just this dull. There you can start getting some clarity back, and there it just completely disappears. So, yeah, lekker guys. Okay, so you guys obviously now saw how dirty that is. That's literally all the paint coming off. If you do introduce some sunlight to it, then you can actually see the glitter in there. Yeah, so I mean, it's already a million times better. There is still, there we go, a little spot there, because there's a whole lot of sanding marks as well from where they try to do some touch-ups and then try to sand it. Then just decided not to put clear coat over it again. So that's pretty alarming, to be honest. But at least she's coming out pretty good. Alright guys, so just for reference, obviously these types of marks you can't remove with polishing, but you did see the haziness just now, and there's a pretty big improvement. It's not perfect, not by any means, but perfect compared to what it was. And I mean, you can see that whole dull area there is gone now. All of the sanding marks. Okay, I need to work my way down here. So you can still see some dullness. And all the way down here on the front, I mean, there you can just see there's absolutely no clarity. All the way down. But we will have, I don't know if that helps. We will have some clarity soon. All right. Continue. Right, my peeps, all done. Okay, I kind of feel that I didn't take enough photos and or footage beforehand to show what this car actually looked like. But yeah, you can see all the marks on the bonnet. Obviously not the stone chips, but all the sanding marks and stuff is gone. I have put a spray on ceramic sealant as well to protect the naked paint. So all of that's done. This door, I don't know if I actually showed, I didn't do a walk around, but there's a lot of stuff under the door, under the handle there. This side is also all gone. And this guy, which you can't really see now, but I mean, it was so hazy, it didn't even have reflection. So at least we have some reflection back. So that is all she wrote. Actually has a nice shine to it now. There is the pad, so you can get a bit of an idea of how much paint was actually removed. So hence why we need that protection, since there is no clear coat. Maria, that's all she wrote.
Back from the dead.